James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. has had its third carrier strike group deployed to Iran or the surrounding waters today. We do have a video of that strike group. That will be the third strike group deployed to the Middle East in just the last few months. Now, this is the article, and I'm not sure that I agree with much of it, but the Trump administration has said that it's deploying the third U.S. Navy aircraft carrier strike group to the Middle East, ramping up the pressure on Iran's terrorist regime amid its quote-unquote pathetic attempts at retaliation. Why send a third one then? This comes as Iranian missiles and drone strikes have been decimated by superior American and allied defenses, dropping a staggering 90 to 83% respectively since the war kicked off, according to CENTCOM Central Command, per the Times of Israel. During a broadcast report, Fox News anchor Brett Baier confirmed that the situation continues to intensify as Iranian aggression spreads across the region. Saudi Arabia's defense ministry announced that it did intercept 4 drones launched towards their Sheba oil field, their most productive oil field, part of a continuing wave of attacks linked to Iran. I wonder who's really trying to strike those oil fields. The strikes come amid Iran's ongoing retaliatory campaign targeting U.S., Israel, and Gulf state assets. Regional allies that are also being bombed by Iran, we think, are beginning to push back hard on Iran. The United Arab Emirates has frozen Iranian assets, and U.S. forces are moving additional weapons and naval power into the region as the conflict widens. Now, everything points to boots on the ground here. There will be no defeat of Iran without boots on the ground, although President Trump will tell you anything you need to hear. Fox News correspondent Lucas Tomlinson, seen here, reported from Dubai that a third American aircraft carrier strike group is preparing to cross the Atlantic and join the fight against Iran. The USS George H.W. Bush Carrier Strike Group, a nuclear strike group, a nuclear carrier, has completed its training exercises off the coast of Cape Hatteras and is on the way to the Middle East, period. This will be the USS George H.W. Bush's first operation as a certified carrier strike group. Wow. This includes the USS George H.W. Bush carrier. The CSG-10 is the strike group. It's a force of approximately 7,500 personnel, and it includes the aircraft carrier, the USS George H.W. Bush CVN-77, nuclear-powered supercarrier, guided missile cruiser, the USS Leyte Gulf CG-55, a Ticonderoga class cruiser responsible for Air Defense Command, and 3 guided missile destroyers. These are going to be Destroyer Squadron 26, the USS Nitsy DDG-94, the USS Truxtun DDG-103, and the USS Delbert D. Black DDG-119. The strike group also includes a Carrier Air Wing 7 or CVW-7 with approximately 70 aircraft, including FA-18 Super Hornets, EA-18G Growlers, and E-2D Hawkeyes, along with several types of helicopters. The USS Abraham Lincoln, the CVN-72, and the USS Gerald R. Ford are already in the region fighting Iran, as you'll know. To the breaking news.
Breaking tonight, the Saudi Defense Ministry says it has intercepted 4 drones launched toward the Shebaa oil field. This comes as Iran is maintaining its retaliatory attacks against U.S. and Israeli targets, as well as some of its Gulf neighbors. Meanwhile, the UAE is freezing Iranian assets, and more American weaponry is moving into the area. Correspondent Lucas Tomlinson is live tonight from Dubai. Good evening, Lucas.
Good evening, Brett. A third U.S. Navy aircraft carrier strike group is getting ready to cross the Atlantic and join the war against Iran. The USS George H.W. Bush has completed her workups just off the coast of Cape Hatteras and is expected to deploy soon. She's expected to head to the eastern Mediterranean after the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford crossed the Suez Canal on Thursday and is now in the Red Sea. In addition to dozens of strike fighters aboard the carrier, the guided missile destroyers in the strike group will also be available to hit targets potentially in Yemen, should there be any signs of Houthi rebels launching attacks on Israel or international shipping. Now, in the Strait of Hormuz, where 20% of the world's oil flows each year, transits are now down 94% since the start of the war. As an incentive to get traffic moving again, the Trump administration announced today a $20 billion reinsurance program, and Energy Secretary Chris Wright says the U.S. Navy will begin escorting vessels through the strait when it is safe to do so.
First, we got to get their ability to cause trouble way down. And then as soon as it's reasonable to do it, we'll escort ships through the straits and get the energy moving again.
While Iranian ballistic missile strikes are down 90% and drone attacks 83%, attacks continue here against the UAE. 9 more ballistic missiles and over 100 drones launched overnight, all except 3 drones shot down. Since the start of the war on Saturday, the UAE has been attacked the most by Iran, with over 1,000 drones and missiles fired at the country. More than 90% have been successfully shot down. And officials have confirmed that the United Arab Emirates has frozen all Iranian assets here in the Gulf state. Brett?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a true mess on our hands with no signs of any type of short-term, solution, period. Anyone that tells you anything else is lying to you. Hope y'all are enjoying the show, because this show is going to really go on and on and on. Y'all need to go buy more popcorn. Keep your tanks filled, because it's only a matter of time till they bring the fight to you. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.